So the Game Grumps are trending on Twitter, and as we all know by now, if you're trending on Twitter, it's usually not for any good reason. And that is definitely the case today, as there's been allegations against one of the Game Grump members, Dan Avidan. Someone named Rue Pastel tweets out, "Trigger warning, grooming pedophilia." So Dan from Game Grumps just got outed for being a creep. This on top of their awful sense of humor on the channel is horrible. I already disliked Aaron, and now this? She then links to a Reddit post that says, "Video evidence of the Dan accusations. For several years now, there have been accusations about Dan Avidan sexting, sleeping, and ghosting younger fans, among other things. Several girls have come forward publicly, while others have contacted me or others privately. A few days ago, another girl who wishes to remain anonymous for obvious reasons, contacted me saying that she wanted to come forward, sharing both her story and some physical evidence. To prove that her story is true, and this is indeed Dan, she has given me permission to show a video she received from him. Here is that video."
So I just got to my room at the resort in Mexico. Girl, look at this jacuzzi tub. Oh, it's got water jets that shoot out of the seats. They got fucking seats. Oh man, 2 seats in fact. Wish you were here to take up that other one and then crawl onto the first one so we could fuck in this. Anyway.
The post continues by saying, "The video was followed up by a request from Dan asking her to tell him how she would like to be fucked in the tub. This links to more DMs that are from December 2017. It starts out with the girl saying, 'Haha, thank you. Aw, I enjoyed this though, but that's fine. Sleep well, handsome. Night night.' He then shows the video we just watched, and she responds, 'My god, I've never seen something so beautiful and fancy. I really wish I was there too. Shit.' He responds, 'If you feel comfortable with the idea, you should send me a little video saying you'd like to fuck me in that tub. That would do things for me, haha.' The Reddit post continues by saying, 'Her experience with Dan matches the pattern of the girls that have come forward. While she was underage, she privately contacted him as a fan and more than happily engaged in conversation.' He then shows DMs that are from September 2013, and it starts out with Dan saying, 'You rock,' and some other stuff that's censored out. She responds, 'Oh my goodness, I'll hide my loved ones. Should be in blank. We could be best friends, Dan.' He responds, 'I'm actually hoping to visit there and do some shows in early 2014. I will keep you posted. Woo!' She responds, 'I'm so excited now, yay, love ya, man.' And then we see a post from her a month later on October in 2013, where someone wishes her a happy 18th birthday. The Reddit post continues by saying, 'As the years went by and she became legal age, their conversation turned into sex, and eventually led to her meeting him backstage at Game Grumps' live show, where sexual activity occurred. A couple of weeks later, all contact from Dan ceased.' Now, before I get into the Twitter reactions, which are pretty hyperbolic and over the top in my opinion, I would like to point out the timeline here. So Dan first contacted this person when they were 17 years and 11 months old. We then see them engage in sexual activity 4 years later, in December 2017, when she's 22. Now, if we have any proof of Dan being explicitly sexual to her while she is at the young age of just turning 18 or whatever, then maybe there might be a bit of a case here. But so far, the only sexually charged messages we have from Dan to this girl is when this girl is 22. And I doubt there are any sexually charged messages from when she was much younger, since if they existed, they probably would have been posted in this. And the post says that their conversations gradually turned into sexts. And since Dan met her a month before she turned 18, I doubt any of that sexting messages happened within that time frame. But a lot of people actually don't have the same opinion as me, and there's been quite a lot of backlash towards Dan on Twitter. Aquina, formerly known as Chibi Necodemics, comments on this by saying, "I'm gutted. Danny has always been a huge source of inspiration for me. He's always come across as just a pure, wholesome guy. This absolutely sickens me. As someone who's in their 40s, this is just vile, deceitful, and detestable. I hope he gets help." Salty DK Dan says, "Game Grumps has been one of my inspirations for starting my YouTube channel. Really hoping the current news isn't true, but it seems to be the case. God fucking damn it, dude, what the fuck? I haven't watched the channel consistently in a long time, but early on it had a huge impact on my life and humor. I'm pretty fed up with John and Aaron, but like, Dan? What the fuck, dude, are you kidding me? How hard is it to not do this sort of shit? Come the fuck on." Speaking of John, he actually tweets a really funny tweet in regards to all of this. He says, "Does this mean we finally get to finish Sonic 06? Omni responds with a crying image and then makes a tweet of his own that says, "Markiplier is the only YouTuber I trust 100% after this whole Game Grumps cancellation. Everyone else is sus." Ricky Berwick says, "I think the Game Grumps story that everyone should focus on is how Susie called me disgusting and gross. So I wasn't allowed to visit the Game Grumps HQ, lol. A reliable source told me this a few years ago after my trip to LA. Okay, if Dan was talking to 16 16 to 17. Then he can go fuck himself in prison. I've always wanted John back anyways. Ricky then tweets out, "Where's Game Grumps?"
Hello? Hello? Game Grumps? Where are you? It's empty. I guess they got canceled. At least we still got JonTron.
Optimus says, "I'm not even seeing the Game Grumps accusations, I'm just seeing the reactions to it. What the fuck is going on?" So from what I'm gathering, dude had a normal interaction with a fan at 17, wished them a happy birthday when they turned 18, and then fucked the same fan when she was 22? I'm not seeing how that's grooming. It's a huge if right now, but if this is all that's happened, and there's no more context to the story, all shit like this does takes attention from sexual assault victims. Two consenting adults having sex is not grooming. Talking to someone twice before fucking isn't grooming. Moodhar tweets out, "Fuck bro, these new Game Grumps allegations are hitting pretty hard. The more I look into these Game Grump allegations, the more I'm leaning on that this is unprofessional behavior. Messaging someone at 18 and then meeting them at 22 when 30 and having sex isn't pedophilia. I hate people who throw that term around so willingly." Further clarification because of the character limit. I don't condone this unprofessionalism, but I would say this is on the same level of what rock stars do with groupies. I don't agree with it, but this isn't predatory behavior like Twitter is hive-minding over. King K says, "Hey, Dan from Game Grumps is a groomer. All of my support goes to those affected by him. I hope Dan leaves Game Grumps because he clearly cannot be trusted with his position of power." Manga Kamen says, "I'm about to sit down and record, and I see the Game Grumps stuff. I've got my skepticism on the whole situation, so I won't give my full opinion out there. If this is true, can YouTubers/creators just not have sexual relations with fans? There have been so many situations where these kind of things could have been avoided if people acted mature. And not getting into the kinky stuff online? My word is it that hard to not do this?" Joy says, "The Game Grumps news is hitting me pretty hard as a former diehard fan, but more than anything my heart goes out to the victims of Dan's behavior. Please stay safe. Content creators are never exempt from scrutiny, especially when young people come forward about abuse." The bad guy says, "I've literally grown up with Game Grumps, and so much of my style of humor has stemmed from them. If everything appears to be validated, I have no idea what to say. I'm so disappointed." Katie says, "Not Dan from Game Grumps. I don't even like Game Grumps, but I've always liked Dan. He seems so funny and nice. I hate this." Dusty Error says, "At the current Game Grumps and Dan Avidan situation, I swear it's like every 2 weeks someone new is exposed. Could you stop making pedophiles famous for 5 minutes?" Smirk says, "In regards to the Game Grumps situation."
Dan! How could you say that?
Dan, what the fuck are you thinking?
Lee Daniel Avidan, you apologize right now!
Daniel Avidan, how could you?
Fabneo says, "Click to find out why Game Grumps is trending." BY2K says, "I wonder what Aaron is gonna do. Could Game Grumps actually go away forever? Cause he can't brush this off like with JonTron. They're gonna have to address this." Guini says, "I'm seeing people say, well, the girl was over 18. From all of the stories I've heard, Dan waited until they were 18. Talking to someone in hopes that they'll fuck you when they turn 18 is grooming. It's gross, it's disgusting, it's an abuse of power. This shit hurts a lot. I feel genuinely sick right now. There's a fucking pit in my stomach. But that doesn't undo or overshadow what's happening. Stand with the victims. Honestly, I can't even describe how awful I feel. I've been a fan since I was 12, and I've been so connected and inspired by Dan since he joined the show, and since he talked about his struggles with mental health. It all came into my life at the right time, and now it all feels hollow because of this. Knowing someone I looked up to so much would do something this fucking abhorrent and despicable, it hurts, man." Chow says, "Egoraptor gonna delete all of Game Grumps videos and start over with Peanut Butter Gamer." Crack says, "Video Game Donkey talking about the Game Grumps has never been more accurate than right now."
Top 10 worst humans. Number 10, Charles Manson. Number 9, the Game Grumps channel.
Ninja Sex Grumps says, "Unfortunate choice of words from Dan on today's Game Grumps episode."
Like, we get it. I mean, yeah, sometimes the truth hurts, but if everyone tomorrow, if everyone right now told nothing but the absolute truth of what they think about everyone else they know, the world would be on fire by this time tomorrow morning.
Dalek says, "If this ends up being the last Game Grumps ever, then, oh baby," showing that today's episode was titled, "Aaron formally requests a nappy chain." Girlboss tweets out, "Me right now with the Game Grumps news. If no YouTuber got me, I know Markiplier got me. Can I get a, it's not hard to not be a pedophile?" Keemstar tweets out, "Internet. Okay, Game Grumps next." Daisy says, "I'm sick to my fucking stomach. Holy shit. This hits me harder than most. Game Grumps was such a source of comfort and simple joy for me, and Ninja Sex Party was my favorite band ever. I changed my layout every time a new song or music video came out to hype them up. I legit just feel like crying. My biggest source of inspiration to write and create, the man I idolized more than most, the lead singer of a band I have a whole fucking shrine of posters and CDs dedicated to in my room, is a groomer. Why? At EgoRaptor, at Brian. I know this is shocking and your first response will be to defend someone you've known as a collaborator, artist, and friend, but you cannot continue to work with Dan, for moral reasons and for the safety of your fans. Please cut off any and all connection with him. No Error tweets out, "Oh hey, I can't wait to see why my favorite channel Game Grumps and member Dan Avidan are trending today."
Alright, pack it up, it's over. That was a good run, everyone. We'll get him next time.
Jess tweets out, "People are calling Dan from Game Grumps a grooming pedo for hooking up with a 22-year-old fan in his 30s. Please go outside." Thought Slime tweets out, "Absolutely gutted about Dan from Game Grumps being a predator. Really looked up to him in a lot of ways. My heart goes out to the people he has hurt." Art Grandpa tweets out, "I was a huge fan of Dan, and even got to see one of their live shows. I thought they were so sweet and kind. I'm heartbroken, and honestly disgusted. I trusted him. I stopped watching Game Grumps like a few years ago, but still listen to the remixes and music." Burger Princess says, "John Swan really playing the long game by pretending to be racist to get out of Game Grumps. Gotta respect the 4D chess." Can tweets out, "Me watching as yet another man I've grown to look up to gets outed as a creep. Fuck Dan Avidan. Fuck Game Grumps. Fuck child groomers in general. I hope you get what's coming." Pre-Bentius tweets out, "Checks why Game Grumps is trending. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined." Tipster tweets out, "This Dan from Game Grumps story is weird. Dan having sex with adult women then ghosting them is not grooming and pedophilia. It makes him an asshole, but not a groomer or a pedo. Stop calling people pedos that aren't pedos." Lundcraft responds, "I think it's because he was talking with them before they turned 18, and then being with them as soon as they were legal, and then ghosting." Tipster quote tweets him and says, "But that's not what happened. We have evidence of him having a normal conversation with them at 17, wishing them a happy birthday at 18, then having consensual sexual interactions with them at 22. That's not grooming or pedophilia." Miss Cloud responds to Tipster by saying, "Doesn't grooming mean to build trust in a relationship with minor, then slowly turn sexual?" Tipster responds, "I can see that argument if he started grooming her as a minor, then instantly turned it sexual when she turned legal age. But they didn't have sex as far as I know until she was 22. Why groom them for so long? Doesn't really add up." Yes, I will be covering the Dan from Game Grumps story, but if you want me to condemn them, based on the evidence we have now, I won't be doing that. Sorry, lol. Tipster then releases that video, and he actually goes over a lot more allegations than just the one I showed. So if you want to know more about this situation, I highly recommend you check out that video. I will leave it in the description below. But the general consensus I have is the same as what Tipster said on Twitter, which is that I can't believe that people are actually calling Dan from Game Grumps a pedo and a groomer based off this situation. Can he be criticized for what he did? Yes, but can we just call it what it is? A scumbag move? And not go to such extremes as calling it pedophilic and grooming? Let's save that words for the actual predators out there who are preying on children. But that's just my opinion. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comment section below, as on Twitter so far, this has been very divisive. This situation just happened, so I will probably have an update video on this if Dan ends up responding, so be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss that. Thank you so much to my channel members for supporting the channel. In particular, Scrubby, who decided to donate $100 a month. That is absolutely insane. Thank you so much, dude. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.